this is my review on the proposals of the Ultimatum Season 3. This is going to be a short video. I was going to include the reunion, but that's going to be a different video. I already watched it. I'm putting my thoughts together, so it could be a little bit more organized, you know. So the reunion, not the reunion, proposal day. Only 2 couples got engaged. I mean, sorry, yeah, they got engaged. Aria and Scotty, and Mariah and Caleb. I'm going to talk about Mariah and Caleb. I don't think these 2 couples should have gone engaged. I don't think they should be in a relationship. None of these people should be in a relationship. They shouldn't be on the show. They should all be in therapy. They should all be in a therapist's office. They all have a lot of fucking issues. All of them. Mariah has the most issues. If you see my TikTok video, you know my thoughts on that. So Mariah and Caleb, I'm not shocked they got engaged, because Mariah's so gung-ho about, like, she's like, I want to get engaged, I want to get engaged, I want to get married, and as much as Caleb says, you know, I don't know, like, I'm not there yet, you can see that him and Mariah have such a deep connection. Like, this man was not going to leave her. Like, he was not going to leave her for Aria. He was not going to not propose to her. Like, he was going to stay either way. And of course, obviously, Mariah was over the moon. His speech was very cute, very beautiful. But I was not happy they got engaged. I'm like, he gave in to her. Have a feeling that might backfire on him. She got what she wants, what she wanted, and it might go to her head. I don't know, maybe. We'll see an update about them maybe like a year or whatever. Apparently their wedding is like, I think it's gonna be summer in 2026. So like 2 years, a year, and whatever, almost 2 years from now. Let's see if they get married. They'll probably get married. Caleb looked, he didn't look very happy when he proposed to her. Like, he didn't look ecstatic. Like, he looked like he was forced to. Like, he did. Like, he looked like he was like, ugh, God, like, I have to do this, you know? Like, maybe it's just his face. Maybe it's just his facial expressions, but I think he gave in to what she wanted, and he's very, very comfortable, and he doesn't want to start over. I think that's it. Like, Mariah she's so happy. Like, she wasn't gonna leave him either. Like, and she clearly didn't like that Aria was into him. You know, they had a deeper connection. Like, she was fucking pissed. You could tell. But, you know, she was being passive-aggressive about it. Okay, next. Aria and Scotty. I was very, very livid they got engaged. Spoiler alert, it lasted 1 day. She called it off. Thank God. Because you can just tell by watching their interaction, watching how the relationship was playing out on, you know, the show. It was not going to work. Like, nothing she will do will ever be happy for Scott. Will ever make Scotty happy. It will never be enough for Scotty. Like, Scotty is my personal opinion, is a psychopath. Like, the way he looks when he's angry is so scary. Like, he treats her like shit. He treated her like shit on the show. Like, she couldn't do anything. And she's also the problem, too. You know, the intimacy problem, you know, maybe something from her past, family, whatever. She also did, you know, interject when he was talking, not disturb, I'm sorry. You know, start talking over him, not listening. They both have issues, but Scotty is, in my opinion, is more the issue. Like, that man, oh my gosh, like, no woman should ever be in a relationship with a person like that. Don't be in a relationship with Scotty. Like, If that man looks at you the way he did with Arya, fucking leave him. Like, no, that he has like a killer scare. Like if I saw that face on America's Most Wanted, I would be like, oh yeah, he's a serial killer. Yep, like he gets serial killer vibes. But they got engaged, and what I thought was going to happen happened. Scotty was like, placating her, giving this speech, being a fucking phony, a con artist, and of course Arya heard everything she wanted to hear, and she's like, yes, but before she said yes, she was hesitant, and I can see in her eyes she's like, do I say yes? Do I not? Like there was a pause there. And there's been, a lot of rumors on Twitter, Instagram, all the socials, that she said yes out of fear. I mean, maybe that could be true, but why would you stay in a relationship? Let me not word it that way. Okay, so she says they live in a different city, right? So she doesn't have a problem saying no to him, for a lot of things. So, and she stayed with him, and she willingly stayed in the trial marriage. I don't think it was that. Like, I don't think she said yes out of fear. I think she said, I'm very sure she said yes because she heard everything she wanted, and she's like, okay, now's my chance. Like, oh, he's finally gonna change. Newsflash: men like Scotty do not change. They're narcissists. They're psychopaths. They're empathetic. They're unempathetic. They don't care about your feelings. They don't change. I will say one good thing about him. He does at least, well, two things. At least he doesn't hold the stuff. He doesn't hold everything in, being passive. At least he, tells you. I mean, is it harsh? Yes. Does it come off, he's being, an arrogant prick? Definitely, yes. But, at least you know. I would never date someone like that. I've never dated someone as bad as him. But I would rather someone tell me than not tell me, with Caleb. Him and Caleb are, I feel like opposite when it comes to, that, the way Scotty, communicates. It's very aggressive. It's very in your face. It's not for everyone. It's not. He tells you at the very least. And, he did say to tell Arya, when they had to fight the day before they got engaged. Red flag right there. They should know. They should have never got engaged. Definitely them. Definitely not. Mariah and Caleb, maybe they can work out. I don't know. They have a lot of personal issues to work out, but yeah, with Caleb and Scotty and Arya, he did, when they had their fight the day before, the day before the engagement, he did say, I'm not going to spare your feelings. It was very harsh. It is, but it was. No, it is. Correction, is it? It is, but at least he's telling you this stuff. I mean, yes, he can most definitely say things in a better way, coming off aggressive, speaking, your communication style being aggressive, just being an arrogant asshole all the time. You can't be like that all the time. And this is coming from someone, who is, outspoken. I do say it like it is. I'm not like Scotty. I know how to say things a certain way. I'm not just aggressive like that. You can't always be like that. That's just not good. You need to know how to say things in a certain way. It's just, no, that's not good. That's too much. That's too much. It's too much. Side note. Scotty communicates the same way my dad does. Very aggressive, very in your face, just too much. Tone deaf. not word salad, word diarrhea, you know, like word vomit. Like, it's just like, oh my gosh, calm down. Like, okay, like, you, like, say it a different way, relax. Like, I'll just give one example. My brother, he was dating this girl, this was like last year. They lasted a couple of months. I'm not surprised because my brother has a horrible, you know, dating history. He just goes through girls like that. But, so, you know, they broke up. And, you know, not on it's, and he always puts it on Facebook, him and, you know, the girl. And, you know, we're not seeing on Facebook, so, you know, he calls. So my brother calls him, you know, like he usually does, you know, once a week, whatever. And instead of my dad being like, oh, so, you know, talking like this, like, oh, like, what happened between you and blah, blah, blah. Like, he wasn't like that. He was like, what happened? What do you do? It's like, oh my gosh, and he starts accusing you, like projecting like Scotty did. So I do understand that I do not understand that communication, like I understand what it feels like to be talked to like that. And you can't do that. But yeah, like, and of course, what did my brother do? He, you know, he didn't call him for a little bit, for a couple months. He was, you know, he didn't like it, was pissed off. I get it. So I do understand Arya in that sense, like, and she did say that Scotty reminds her of her father, and her brother agreed, and her brother does not like Scotty. He loved Caleb though. He would have been thrilled if she ended up with Caleb, but we all know Caleb was not leaving frickin' Mariah. Like Mariah, in my opinion, would have not allowed it. If it is true what she said, you know, it's a little bit of a spoiler, sorry, at the reunion. I'll just say this one thing. That, you know, they were talking, they're in trial mode, they were talking on the phone for hours, 2 hours, whatever. If that is true, just lost my train of thought. If that is true. Yeah, if that is true, I don't see the relationship working out because it's like controlling. It comes off like, it's like you're doing too much, but yeah, so. Who else? Nick and Sandy, not surprised they didn't get engaged. Nick was embarrassed Nick was embarrassed, you know, he didn't get to propose. I'm surprised he picked himself, good for him. Sandy was spewing her bullshit, like, oh, I want to be with you, blah, blah, blah. Okay, girl, like, pick one, blah, 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 like, and then she went to go see JR first, and I'm like, it's about to happen, that what we think's gonna happen. No, she runs on him, and JR, you can see in his face, he's like, damn. They were there for a good time, not for a long time. Like, they were fucking. They were. Like, I don't care how much they say they didn't. They're liars. And I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 kisses at the most. And because when they're at the pool, you know, they kissed. They backed away and then they kissed again. And I counted 6 kisses throughout the entire, you know, season. They cuddle a lot. No, like, and I swear to God, the scene where, you know, they're closing the door, I swear to God that JR was naked. He was either naked or just had boxers on. But Sandy was laying on the bed, like, ma'am, sir, what were you doing in there? Oh, we all know what you're doing there, but you're liars. Okay, let's see who else. Is that it? Oh, sorry, I'm missing 2 people. JR and Sana. Not surprised they didn't get engaged. JR's full of shit too, just like Sandy. I usually love Scorpios, but I don't like them. I've read online that Scorpios do not claim them. Yeah, JR was, you know, spurring shit too, blah, 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 blah. And Zaina, she's not helping herself. You know, the conversation they had the night before, whatever, a couple of days before the engagement. You know, she was talking about how, like, I feel like I don't like, you know, that I have to chase a man. I feel like I have to chase you, blah, blah, blah. Like, girl, that should have been your signal right then and there. That should have told you what he was saying. He doesn't want to be with you. He never planned on proposing to you. Like, and he never looked at her either. Like he didn't really look at her. Like he looked way happier with Sandy. Like he looked drained with Zaina. Like he looked like he was a hostage there. Like he looked like he was having a miserable time. Like, and then she kept buying him gifts. He was staying with you for the gifts, girl. He liked the gifts. You were love bombing him with those gifts, but yeah. That's the proposals. I'm really not surprised of any of them, minus Arya and Scotty. But I am glad, she broke it off the day after. They should never got engaged just in general. But I'm glad she broke it off. Like who knows like what else would have happened? What if, happened. Sorry y'all, I'm like tired. I have a sinus headache. I'm gonna like shower after this and go to bed because I feel like shit. But yeah, who knows what would have happened? If she stayed with him. He's an abuser. He's an emotional, mental abuser. I will not be surprised if he is or was in his past or is of physically abusive. Like that man is scary. Like he is absolutely the worst person, the worst guy on the ultimatum. Like dark energy. Like I will never ever forget that scene when he was in the kitchen like so pissed and just talking to Zaina crazy and shit. And Zaina took it. I would have been like, you know what? I'm not doing this shit. I'm done. Like that would have been my cue to leave. Would have been nope. That's it. Like Like I'm not giving you the satisfaction. Not having this conversation. That's it. She should have walked out, but she didn't. Yeah. My foot fell asleep. Scotty. Wow. Like, I can't believe what a psychopath was. Narcissistic, psychopath, cold-blooded killer was on my screen. Like, I was literally like most of the time he was speaking, I'm like, wow, what a crazy season, honestly. And next season is probably gonna be worse, and I look forward to watching it and making reviews on it. Like, as much as I hate the show, Netflix, keep bringing it to me. Like, please, like, it gives me content. It makes good videos, and you can learn a lot from these people. Like, yeah, like the show is a shit. It's a dumpster fire, but. It's dumpster fire. It's a train wreck you can't help but look at. Like, it's good. It's good trash TV.